Oke, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce. My name is Akid Saktinur Kolis from the Automotive Engineering, Yogyakarta State University, class of D. In here, I will explain a little about the chassis of vehicle. Among them, the definition, function of chassis, component, kind of chassis in the vehicle. Okay, next. Definition of chassis. Chassis is a basic for the production of an object, as a backbone of parts such as machines or electronic device on the object. There are three function chassis. This is a supporting heavy load on the vehicle, hold the body and engine on the vehicle and keep the car rigid and not deformation. Chassis consists of several components. Number 1, brake system. Number 2, suspension system. Number 3, steering system. And number 4, wheel and tires. Kind of the chassis. There are 4 types of the chassis that I will explain a little about definition into weakness and advantages by chassis. Number 1, leader frame. Number 2, monocoque frame. Number 3, tubular space frame. Number 4, chassis backbone. Number 1, leader frame. Leader frame is the shape of the chassis as a leader with the strong construction and separated from the physical body. The advantages of the vehicle is that sturdy frame of used all terrain on the road. This chassis is mostly used on the bus and trucks. Why this chassis is suitable for the truck and bus? Because this chassis is very suitable for the physical use for a long trip with that more capacity. The weakness of the leader frame is a heavy burden on the chassis. So, from the chassis model is not long appear to the small car. Advantages and weakness the leader frame. Advantages: stronger and better at absorbing vibration caused by the road, qualified in bulldozing of road terrain like too heavy, easy to design, build and modify, not too difficult to repair if concealed occurred. Weakness: heavy weight and complicated construction. Car cabin space is usually more limited and control less precious. Monocoque frame. Number 2, namely the integration of the framework and the physical body. The construction of monocoque frame can make the car lower on to the ground. Disadvantage for the chassis that is limited because there is not strong support the bottom, but its supportity is weak. The chassis is integrated with the car. When the car is passing through on the road, that is not good will make cabin space safer, because the impact force will directly cancel it and absorption by entire body of the car. Advantages and weakness the monocoque frame. Advantages: because it's the lighter weight, fuel consumed can be reduced. Number 2, has a softer kickback and lower ground clearance. And weakness: if there is concealing in this frame, it will be difficult to repair because in this case the chassis same to each component of the body itself. The car manufacturer would find it difficult to facelift because they have to change the shape of the frame as well. Tubular space frame, namely the type of framework that requires dozens of iron in the form of pips. They are put together but welded together and from the complex frameworks. This chassis is using in the racing cars where the condition is lightweight and stiff or rigid, which are very important conditions to form good acceleration. Chassis backbone. As the name it implies, the model and the design of the chassis look similar to backbone, where structure at front and at rear connected to tube frame which they located transversely along the center of vehicle. Chassis backbone model almost all have the rigid structure, and this chassis has the ability withstand and loads on it. Most of these chassis are applied in the type sport car. Okay, thanks for attention. Maybe that's all I can say. More or less, I'm sorry and hopefully usefully for the future. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.